to hang out or whatever. Maybe we'll be blessed with enough signal to actually do a show. Quick, there must be going nothing on there. Either way, I appreciate you. See if we can snag the attention of some trolls and noobs. Yeah, I'm scared, GK, man. Pretty trashy signal. Yeah, I'm scared, GK, man. Pretty trashy signal, I know, but we are here. Do the best I can with it. What's up, Elroy's? Elijah, how are you guys doing tonight? Right, but it doesn't exist yet. It's uploading right now. It's one of these cheesy TSA locks that Master sells. This one's still got the basic zeros code on it. Nothing special. Change it, and it stays locked. Well, it'll stay locked for maybe as long as you don't stick something in it. I'm gonna try doing it this time with just a wrench. I think literally anything will fit in this little hole down here will make it work, guys. I did it with a key extractor last time. So with the turner, might be a little too big for it to actually work. We will see if it does work though. Like I said, about anything that'll get down in this little hole right here is good enough. And let's see. Alright, well I guess a turner, I don't have a small enough one, but this is what I was doing just to show you guys the super easy way I'm talking. Just a key extractor. Doesn't matter what it is. Let it fit in here. You just give it a quick go or two. And when we get to Florida, we'll have some Wi-Fi. Thanks for bearing with me a little bit. I may blink out a few times tonight because I'm lucky to be here right now with the crappy signal I'm getting, if I'm completely honest. But, but I figured if I continued to be, I would still wonder if I died. So here I am. I do a little picking and hanging out with you guys tonight, and I'm trying to incorporate using this just a little bit. Um, but guys, but I had a little mishap for the first time last night with my Southord City Rake that I was using. The Southord City Rake just totally bit it. Sure did. Thank goodness my spare ones are basically the exact same cut on them. Basically the exact same cut on them, and they're a little bit stronger. So anyway, this for a decoder or a shim, or I'm sure I'll end up needing to use it for something special one of these days. We'll hang on to it until the time comes when I decide. You and Archibald are doing well tonight. Archer Kenobi Lock Jedi. Did you open Elroy's Toys last night, Cheese Grits? Inquiring minds want to know because I haven't been able to find an upload of your video from last night, even though I was there for the live portion. I did not manage to see the end because, as you know, I had to leave. My signal was trash then too. I actually could barely even watch yours, so we'll be lucky if I continue to have a show tonight. But I'll be here until it completely fails out, or I get too irritated. Just if you got the pop on that Elroy's Toys lock. Elroy's has got broke, and he was actually ready to send it to me, but because I'm getting to do the old state switcheroo, I always hang on to that thing for me for just a little bit longer, and I will use crap usual, which is pretty bad. I'm actually half surprised I was able to do it at all. Let's see what we can do here. But yeah, just curious if Cheese Grits got around to opening that Elroy's Toys lock that's been driving him batshit nuts the last couple of days. I didn't get to see last night, and me and Elroy's were talking about it earlier. Neither of us could find the video from last night, so I don't know if you've got it private, or if it never uploaded away, or if you don't save all your lives. Live here for a little bit. Uploading and stop eating my bandwidth, because apparently that's part of the problem. I honestly figured that it would be done already. It was literally a minute or less long video. Generally, those are done, might not even be done by the time I'm done with this live. That's how crappy it is. What's up, Bill Johnson? Our Bill. Thanks for coming, Our Bill. We always love having you. I do anyway, so hope everybody does and enjoying life, sir. Just getting a little warmed up, popping some stuff here, stacking some warm-up pile for the vertical live stream for a few minutes. I would appreciate it. Excuse me. What's up, Rabbit? How are you tonight, sir? What's up, Conky? No problem. Appreciate the love, Conky. I'm just running some low budget live. My a whole non-Wi-Fi one camera phone. And I hope to say hello to all of you, my Lock Sporting family. So instead I share some of this with you guys. Have a little fun, see what's going on with all of you. So it is a sweet banner. I told GQ man that must have I don't know if it came from you or if it came from Bill, but it is a sweet banner. My fellow players in the chat supporting me, coming to hang out even when they know that my signal is trash and it's likely going to blink a few times on us before it's over. I did upload a new video just before going live, but I just showed most of you what it was anyway. Just beating a cheap little TSA with next to I imagine this if they never before. You literally need no turner, no pick, anything that'll fit in there and not be so big it feels all the way that you can wiggle around for a second and then manage to turn the pop. We'll open this lock. Show you again really quick. The tractor fits in there just fine, perfect, and it's already it's that guys, and yet you're in the locked up position. Let's make sure. Sometimes it's harder to get locked back than it is to unlock. There we go. Now we're all locked up again. All locked up again. And it takes literally anything that'll fit in there. There we go. I'm going to see if I can maintain patience not to throw this phone out the window here in a second, guys. Multiple times. And I can't say I'd leave too if the fucking shed. I have no Wi-Fi. It's freaking ridiculous. The fuck even trying at this point. I don't even know. Even trying at this point. I don't even know why I waste my time coming on here when it's like this. I really don't. Thought it might be enjoyable to have a quick live stream with you guys. I can't get more than about a minute and a half or less of time to actually show you something. So I'll try to a little longer. I think it's still trying to upload one of my videos. If it doesn't work out soon, I'm just going to trash it and record me doing a couple more shorts, and I'll upload those fuckers, and we'll call it a night, because I don't sport any more than you guys do. I feel like I'm stuck in 1983 or something here. Fucking A, man. able to see my wife and my mom and everybody there. Looking forward to that. It's been a year since I've been there. Wasn't supposed to be. Still not happy about that, but that's how life works sometimes, guys. So, and again, yes, exactly. Standard 1973 greetings, Brett Sucks. You'll be lucky if you see me for the next 2 minutes straight, Brett Sucks. That's how retro we're running tonight, sir. I'm literally getting ready to toss this phone in the bathtub and walk to McDonald's. It's freaking ridiculous out here. Add a Q&A stick. Well, I have. Alright, well, this is just going to be live. Alright, well, this is just going to be live. I'll do this again when I've got some goddamn signal because I don't have the patience. I'll do this again when I've got some goddamn signal because I don't have the patience for this and I don't expect anybody else to suffer through it. Show it up, trying, but pick here because of how crap my signal is. I'm just fucking beyond it, dude. I don't even know what to tell anybody about at this point. It's about the saddest state of affairs I've ever seen. Thank you, Bill Johnson. And no, Brett Sucks. It wasn't something you said. It's the fact that my signal won't. It wasn't something you said. It's the fact that my signal won't stay on for longer than about 20 seconds at a time. I'm literally about to just bail on this stream when it crashes again. Sorry to everyone when that happens, but it's mega hard for me to focus on enjoying this with you guys when it. Yeah, it is, Chuck Soup. I actually I have nothing else running on my phone right now, literally, except one upload that I made right before I started going live. I thought it would be done. It's not. It's actually not even halfway done. Fucking 40-minute upload, dude. It's literally a video of me picking that TSA like I already showed you 3 times. Yeah, it's it's a real pain in the ass for me. I'm sorry, guys. It really is just one of those things, man. But if you can hear me, I will be in another situation very soon. Talked to my mom today. Tickets are being bought. Bags are being packed. I'll be headed southbound. My birthday's in about 2 weeks, guys. Maybe to the day, actually. Yeah, you're right, Chuck. Uploads can be murder on the bandwidth. That's why I was hoping that that bastard would finish soon. And yeah, I wish I could, GQ, man. That's what I backed out of here to try and do. But unfortunately, it'll only let me delete it or edit it. Those are the two options YouTube gives you. Assholes. Meanwhile, they continue to ask me stupid questions I've never seen at the bottom, like Q&A for you guys, asking you stupid things like what kind of hot dogs you like and what movies you're looking forward to seeing. Anybody gives a flying shit about that? If that's the best I had to come on here and ask you guys, I will try with this signal. Is that what people are doing out here on YouTube? Is that really what kids are up to? Asking each other what kind of fucking hot they like. Back in the day, you could just take somebody with you to Dairy Queen and find out the answer to that. Anyway. Continue screwing around here for a minute. Got nothing else going on. Except the same endless BS. Another day of my life. Yeah, it might work. I can try on the hotspot in a minute. If your signal's no better than mine, it won't matter. I mean, it might work better. I didn't know if you had a hotspot still. Mine's completely disabled. I used to have unlimited hotspot, but I don't anymore. You don't have to worry about it then. I think that'll work. Let's see how well that works. If it crashes, I will just call it a night. So now, technically, you're on Papa Mix backup hotspot. I didn't realize he still had one, but because we use it to watch TV and things sometimes, I will try to not make this too long regardless, because it's literally down to just me whenever we're doing this. There's only one signal in house that's worth a damn. So now I'm using it, and I'll try not to use it for too much longer, so we can get back on with our lives. Anyway, I'm going to try something really quick. I already did it a couple times recently, but I want to try it with the handheld version. This is the same city rake as the Southord one that I broke and the one that's on my Escort. So hypothetically, it should work the same way. I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm going to try it on this 100A really quick and see if that works out. Dairy Queen is I'm with you there, Chuck Soup. Some of their stuff's okay, but there's literally almost a better version of everything they have somewhere else. I'm actually pretty fond of the little $2 pint of ice cream that Walmart sells in various flavors. They've got a peanut butter cup moose track kind of thing, and a caramel one, a coffee one. They're all really good. So I'm pretty fond of those now. $2 for a pint of ice cream in this economy is pretty banging, guys. I gotta tell you. I don't know when the last time you bought a pint of ice cream was, but your average Ben and Jerry's pint will cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of probably $6.50 to $8.50 a pint of ice cream. That is crazy. Used to be able to get a gallon of Breyers for that kind of money. Now you're looking more like probably 12, 15 bucks for that same gallon of Breyers, I'm betting. I wouldn't know. But what I do know is, as I said, I would prefer to just buy the $2 version at Walmart. I'm a cheap bastard like that. If there's a version that's cheaper and still the same stuff, that's what I'm going to get. I'm not like that with a few things. Peanut butter is one of them. I will still buy like Jif peanut butter, good peanut butters and things like that. But as far as, let me go top of keyway on this thing. I think that's how I initially did this. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to try it from the bottom. It seems counterintuitive to rake from top of keyway, that's why, but it does seem to work on this when it works. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I will not skimp on peanut butter, but on ice cream, I haven't found a ice cream that isn't worth paying an extra $5 to get just a pint of. So until the day that I do, I will be eating this Walmart ice cream that's like $2 and some change. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the Ben & Jerry's fudge brownie, but I got some Food Line brand with some brownies and some cookie dough in it the other day. It was like $3 for a pint of that stuff, and I gotta tell you, it was some of the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. So I'm hard pressed to pay double that for basically the same thing. It's just not something I'm into doing. It does not want to work right now. Maybe I'm just being too gentle with it after the little fiasco from the other night. Something about breaking a pick makes you a little more sensitive with the ones you like. It was a Southward pick that had seen a lot of war, but anyway, I'd rather not have a repeat incident, especially with something I actually like or bought recently. I was fortunate enough that those were a gift from my homeboy Troy, and anyway, I didn't manage to not break them for like a month, I guess. Most of them are still in one piece. I've honestly never broke a pick before until that happened, but I guess I was just getting a little too overzealous with my city rake to do this same little trick that I'm trying right now. And it's not wanting to work tonight, so it's all good. I did this on the live last time anyway, so it's no biggie. Just wanted to see if I could make it work with this little guy, but right now I'm not really in the mood to break it, and I'm already frustrated from the signal fiasco we already made our way through. So I won't tempt fate with it just now. What I will do is find something else to pick on for a minute. Something I haven't opened on here before. Let's try this one. This is a Top Guards lock that I got from Dean P. I have never opened it before at this current moment. I haven't really picked on it very much either, for that matter. It seems to be stainless and then painted over. This is not brass. It's got like a gold paint on it or something, guys, but yeah, it still looks to be in pretty decent shape. So I'm gonna try a couple different rakes, a couple different other things, and see if I can get this thing open. I don't know exactly how secure or unsecure it is yet, because I've never given it a proper fiddling around with. I did try to single pin pick it once with not much result, but that doesn't mean much because I probably didn't spend much time doing it. Anyway, trying to see if my chat's froze or if you guys are still alive. Let me check. Let me reset my chat really quick because it totally froze me out for like 30 minutes last time we were on here. There you guys are. I wondered what happened to everybody. It was just my end, as usual. What's up, Wild William? No, YouTube, I do not want to ask them a stupid question like where the weirdest place they've fallen asleep is. Who comes up with this shit? Yeah, it is better now, Brett Sucks. We have a decent T-Mobile hotspot going. I'm not going to stay on it for super long. Thanks, GQ, man. Just making sure. Papa Mick has loaned us the use of his hotspot to run for a little bit. And since we usually run it for television and other purposes, I won't be here for a super long one like I was going to originally maybe do. But no matter. At least we'll have a decent signal for the time that I am here. So we'll have a good time for another maybe 20 minutes. And I appreciate all of you guys sticking by me through the initial 20-minute to 30-minute trash fest it's been so far. But yeah, thanks, guys. Do appreciate you guys trying to stick with me. I'm not gonna go DNP with the rakes, Chuck Soup. That's just the idea. It was a Southward rake that I'm not sure what Troy did to before it came to me. I had no warning that it was gonna go though. It was actually pretty jagged for I don't know what the average Southward City rake's like because it's the only one I've ever had, but I noticed when I was playing around with it the other day that it was kind of sharp. Never had any reason to sand any of my picks before, my Sparrows, and certainly not my Jimmy Longs and my Mokies. Everything's tumbled well and smooth, as is my Covert Instruments. But it seems that the Southwards and the Petersons could use a little more love from the people making them. Anyway, that's just a quick commentary from me on what I've observed from the picks I've messed around with. I will also give Bare Bones credit. I'm sure I don't have to. Plenty of you have used their stuff and know the quality of all the different picks. It's a decent quality. I'm feeling pretty close to getting in this top guard lock. Got the old quint rake in there, doing a little scrubbing, a little rocking, trying to get this thing to pop open. I have never opened it before, but it feels like it should work out. This little rake here has been through hell and back and never had any issues. I even accidentally bent it one time while I was messing with some scales I was putting on and off of it that didn't fit right because I was using the wrong size ones. It got jammed in there, so I went to yank it out with a pair of pliers and almost snapped it. But if you notice just a little bit of bend or a curve in it there at the very base of it, that is what that's from. But it seems to have not damaged the integrity of it. And even if it did, I've got an identical one that the people of Zero Day Gear included in a package Mr. Happy had sent to me. So that's nice. So at least I do have a backup for that one. I actually did not have another Southward City rake, and I'm not sure I would have wanted one as easy as it was to snap, but I did snap it. I was raking on it fairly hard. I mean, let's be fair, it's a city rake, so I was bullying the lock with it, basically just trying to rock my way to victory with it, and basically that just involves me rocking it back and forth. So when you take a piece of metal that's stuck between two objects and bend it back and forth over and over, you can expect things like that to eventually happen. Metal, like anything else, gets friction when you bend it back and forth a bunch of times. And like most things that you bend back and forth a bunch of times, the friction creates a weak spot, and lo and behold, it popped on me, guys. I wasn't sure if I broke it or if the lock opened at first. And when I looked down, I had nothing but the pick handle in my hand. The lock was still locked. And fortunately, it wasn't too hard to get the severed off piece that was jammed in my lock back out, because it was in my pack lock, the same one that you guys have seen me messing around with lately, the 100A. Anywho, this one doesn't seem to like the quint rake very much. I'm going to try a few other styles on it, see if we can make any leadway here. But it doesn't seem to be a fan of the quint rake. So, let us try... Let's try the worm really quick. The triple worm on the Escort. Why not? I'm usually pretty good with locks on this one. It has its limitations like any rake. Some of them like it, some of them don't. So let's see really quick if I can get any results with this guy on this top guard lock here. Don't know where this lock initially came from. All I know for sure is it came from D&P, which means it's probably been beat up on a little bit. But that's all good. D&P is good peoples. And he threw in as just a bonus for me when I ordered my Sparrows DD pick from him. He wanted to get some new goodies, and I wanted a DD pick. So we came to an agreement. And he sent me a pretty wealthy stash of some extra goodies because he's such a good guy. So to Dean P out there, wherever he's at in the wild world of lock sport, thank you, Dean P. Nothing but love for you, brother. I know you've been really busy lately doing your thing, and the community's been missing you a little bit, but I did just speak to Dean the other day, just yesterday. He's doing well, so I was starting to worry about him a little bit. I know some of us were. But I sent him a message, and he promptly messaged me back and let me know all is well. and he was just trying to get some Christmas money up for the family and that kind of thing. Something we can all relate to. So I get it, brother. Life happens, and just wish you the best, like we do all of our Lock Sport family. I'm trying to get this triple peak out here, guys, so I can give it a shot now. So far, the quint and the triple have not done the job. I may end up having to try and single pin pick this bad boy, and I don't know if I can even do that, but we will give it a try if necessary. Just got a text from my mama. I sent her a picture from earlier today, and the picture is actually from me and her about 30 years ago at the local skating rink where I grew up. So that nostalgic pic, one of my friends sent me on Facebook and was like, hey, you remember my surprise birthday party all those years ago? And it was a picture of me and my mom. So I passed on a copy of that picture to her because she's a nostalgic picture lover. So just wanted to share that with her. I was really appreciative of my friend for sending that little gem over to me. I had not seen that particular picture. I'm not sure if I even knew it existed, to be honest with you. It was his birthday, so I imagine we didn't take a ton of pictures. But his family did. Oh yeah, she gets those too, Brett Sucks. She's a proud mama, so she sees all the turn to core pictures as well. Don't you worry. She's a fan. She is a fan of Mountain Mick, naturally. She's one of my biggest cheerleaders, if not my biggest cheerleader. Brett Sucks, like any good mama. You know how that is. I've decided to give the Jimmy Longs a shot at this bad boy. Let's get an old Jimmy Long's quad out here and see how that works out. Maybe I can bust it with the Jimmy quad. Also going to switch turners because I don't want to lose track of my Escort turner. God knows that might cost millions of dollars to replace. So let me get one of my little tulip turners here out, which I had basically stopped using altogether, but recently I have gone back more and more to using some of these other turners that I've neglected over the last few months. Oh, Brett Sucks. We cheer you on, brother. I do anyway. I'm always happy to see your victories, sir. You can share them with me, Brett. I will yip to hootie you through life if I need to, sir. Don't be sad. That's what friends are for, mate. Anybody who's not there for you is not there for you. Fuck them. This thing, when you scrub it, guys, feels like straight. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like somebody already wallered it out. And I told you it did come from Dean P, so I don't know if he already sawed his way through all these pins or what, but I'm glad you feel better, Brett. That's actually what my aim was 100% to make you feel better, so glad to hear it worked, sir. But yeah, I'm not having very good luck with this thing. And I don't know why. To my knowledge, it is just a, well, let's see. I'll tell you for sure. You know, where is one of my cheaper half diamonds at? And I will let you know what it's actually got for sure. I'm pretty sure it's nothing fancy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-pin. It is a 5-pinner. I would not have guessed that. I thought it had 4. Yeah, there probably is half a pick down in there from Dean Brett. You're right about that. Exactly. It does feel like sand in there or something, Cheeky. I would imagine that there's enough brass. I imagine there's enough brass. I imagine there's enough brass dust in there to build an entire another lock out of. But I will see if I can saw my way into its heart, or if I can half diamond my way into it, or just anything at this point. Would be nice to get it open. It is, I will say it's, the pins aren't sticky or anything, at least. The pins aren't sticky or anything, at least. It doesn't feel like it needs lube. It just feels like it doesn't, I don't know, maybe the springs are a little clapped. And it's making it really hard for me to tell what kind of tension it wants on it. I can't tell if I'm doing better with a really light tension or if cranking down on it is doing better for it. But it doesn't seem to be responding in an open manner to either one. So who knows what this lock actually wants. I may even stick a city rake up in it here in a second. We'll see. I don't think I tried that. Let's see. Why not? Where'd my little robot city rake go? There he is. Let's try that one out. I didn't see a half pick in there, Brett Sucks, but I won't promise it doesn't have one. Give it a little city rake scrub. A little city rake rocking. Man, this thing is a pain in the butt. I should have just went with this red Zarker. I think it would have been harder technically, but maybe easier all the way around, if that makes sense. Who knows, man? Who knows? At this point, I just want to see if this little top guard will open with anything. And it doesn't seem to want to go. Let's try a couple other things from the old bag o' tricks. Let's give it the old double zombie before I completely sit it down and move on. We should at least try a few different things on it, right? So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Greyhound has added a beautiful package of new picks to his Halloween giveaway, the Spooky GP. He's got a new set from Southern Specialties that have skulls all over the handles, and they're etched onto it, and they're badass, dude. I showed them to Miss Mick earlier today, and I think I'm going to end up having to buy her a set of them at some point. She loves pretty much anything with skulls on it, anything Halloween-y. So this time of year can be a real wish list time of building for her. But I don't mind. I like all that stuff too, so it works out well for us. This thing does not like opening. I think my chat may still be freezing. Either that or you guys aren't talking a lot. It's okay if you guys aren't talking a lot, but YouTube's really been screwing me around a lot lately, so I'm just making sure. Yep, there's YTFP. I don't think they're on the website, YTFP. I think that they were a custom set he had made just for the contest. I would have to ask the big dog himself to confirm that, because when I told him I would need to get a set of them for the wife, he told me to give Aaron and the guys at Southern a shout, and they would hook me up, which I'm sure they will, but does lead me to believe that, as we were just discussing, there's a decent chance they are not a permanent fixture in the lineup yet. But they are really dope looking, guys. Yeah, I thought they were just for the giveaway, Chris, but I wanted to make sure before I told you wrong. Greyhound's got a new video if anybody has not seen them and would like to see them. He's got a new short on his channel showing them off. At least one, maybe two. Anyway, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe the original prize was one of those nice folders that Greyhound has with his dog leg set up on it. So, some pretty sweet prizes. If you haven't entered his contest, I would recommend getting into that one. It was definitely not a super hard one to do. I entered it the first day. If you haven't checked it, all you have to do is single pin pick any lock that you like. Only you have to use a rake. That's the one caveat. So, if you would like to be in Greyhound's awesome giveaway, just make a self-made video of yourself picking SPP, single pin picking a lock, and using a rake to do so. And I believe that he doesn't mean like a half diamond hybrid type situation, guys. The general train of thought seems to be city rakes and wave rakes. Most people, like myself, used wave rakes flipped over to get that little access hook like you see on the back of this Jimmy Longs here. I think I did two in mine just to make sure I was following the rules. Because following the rules is not always something I excel at. But when I'm trying to win a contest, I do make an effort. So, let me see for a minute if I can do any single pin justice on this top guard. And if not, we will move along. I would like to do at least a little bit of picking in the vise tonight on something a little harder before I give the signal back up. So, anyway, what's up, Snake? Yeah, some of the rakes are a gray area for sure, Chris. I'm not sure. He didn't specify, but I think the general spirit of the contest was to use, a wave rake, basically. I feel like I used something besides an initial just regular wave rake in my video, but I can't. It's been so long, so many videos ago for me now that I can't remember exactly what I used. Snake Plissken. I heard he was dead. Brett sucks. I do have my snake nearby, by the way, Snake. Plissken is very close by. He's actually protecting my wife's set in the man purse right now. I have put him on guard duty. He's a guard snake right now. He is guarding the future picks of Miss Mountain Mick. I have assembled her a nice little starter set of picks to play around with and start learning on. And I will be heading down that way. My birthday is the 11th, guys, of November, 11/11. And that's why there's a 1 in Mountain and in Mick, so that there's an 11 in my name. My birthday is 11/11. 11 is my number. It's actually also a tattoo that I have. I'll show you that some other time. Now's not a good time. It's not in any areas that would scare you. Too much, anyway. But, yeah, I have used the snake that Snake sent me from Snake Picks to guard the future set of Miss Mountain Mick and make sure that nobody tries to creep their way into it without getting a proper venomous snake bite. So Plissken is on guard duty, and he's doing a great job. He's adjusting very well to being here, but he's looking forward to the tropical Florida setting, I think, Snake. I'm not sure exactly how the climate for him was at your house, but he's not digging the impending winter of North Carolina. Plissken is very much looking forward to the Florida trip. But anyway, yes, I'm currently just trying to SPP around with a top guard lock that Dean P sent me. I tried to rake my way into it with a handful of different items, but it doesn't seem to like any of them. I don't know if the springs are too clapped or if it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Can't always blame the tools and the locks. You know, sometimes operator error is the number one thing you point toward. I'm a mechanic, so I can promise you, operator error is among the normal issues that you should point out for any human involved interaction with machinery. So, it's possible I just don't know the secrets to this little lock yet. I haven't spent very much time with it. And I continue to throw my turners out of the top of keyway where I'd like them to be. Meanwhile, the bottom of keyway has plenty of room, but I just haven't got around to opening it any possible way just yet. So I will try a couple more things, and I'm probably going to pull out either the ESSA that kicked my butt last time, or I may go to the I've got like a 5-pin Euro copy of a Yale. I don't think it's an actual Yale. It doesn't say Yale on it, so I'm inclined to think it must be something else, but similar. And maybe I'll try one of those here in a minute if I can't get this little gold painted top guard to open up. DNP has sent me some mean locks, though, I have to tell you guys. He sent me the meanest little Master Lock number 3 I've ever seen in my life. It's new in the box. I've picked it maybe 2 or 3 times, but it is a real pain in the butt for a Master number 3. I don't know what kind of demon lives in that thing, but... Snake, I'm supposed to be heading out. I'm going to be there by my birthday. I talked to my mother earlier today. She's got a bunch of things she wants me to handle on that end. So I've got a nice big to-do list for firstborn sons. Whenever I get down there, storage rooms need cleaning out, houses need sitting while mom goes on a trip, things of that nature. So I do have to be there by my birthday, and most likely it will be even sooner than that. I told her that I had originally been aiming for Halloween. It seems with the closeness of Halloween only being maybe 2-3 days out right now, that I will not be able to make it quite by Halloween. But she's getting paid on Halloween, and she's gonna help me get a ticket and some things to get down there, because everything else that was supposed to work out has fell through. I've had about 2-3 different people say that they were gonna help me with this, help me with that, and it's just not working out, and I'm still getting stuck here over and over, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm not upset about it. You know, when people offer favors, it's not something that you get upset about when it falls through, so I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just saying that it has become inconvenient and repetitive, and my mom needs me to take care of some stuff, so now she's at the point of just deciding that she's going to handle part of it herself to make sure that I get there. So I'm kind of happy to hear that, because I'm ready to go see my wife and see my sister, see my mom, of course, and I haven't been there in a year, so I'm really looking forward to it. What's up, Rob? Woof! My dog pack guy's in the house. Thanks for coming through, guys. I don't know what's going on with this top guard, but I am not getting it, guys. I think if I'm going to get embarrassed by a lock much longer, we're going to make it something worth being embarrassed by. I have to spend some private time picking around on this little gold painted top guard. I don't know what is going on with it. But as you can see, it's got a keyway big enough to drive a Mack truck through. So we will give it a little more time. I'll figure out what the hell's going on in there. And maybe I'll be able to open that up sometime in the future. I just have certain ones that are like that, though, guys. So can't say I'm completely shocked. As I said, anytime a picker passes a lock on to you, you should be wary about that lock and the motives of that picker. It was a gift, though. It was kind of just a bonus freebie that came along with something I did buy from a friend, so no biggie there. I will continue to mess around with it. And let's be honest, the ones that don't open up are sometimes the most satisfying overall, because you just lose interest pretty quickly when they are too easy. I do anyway. I like something that has a little more fight in it. So, if anything, I do appreciate the difficulty of said lock. Now, let's see here. Let's go with this little guy, I guess. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe Brett can tell you. I will down pick on it just because that seems to be the usual method for locks like this. But this particular lock has no stamp on it. It appears similar to a Yale in many, 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 many ways. And it did come to me from my friend Neil, who I've mentioned many times before, as he was the friend of mine, is the friend of mine, but was the friend of mine that sent me the big old package of locks from England. So this is one of those. It is a 5-pin Euro. I have not picked this one yet. Haven't even tried. So I'll give it a try for maybe 15 minutes ish, something like that. I gotta give the signal back to Papa Mick here soon. Don't want to be on here too long, but I will see if we can get this thing open, and at least we have enough signal not to continually crash while we're giving it a shot. So I'm happy about that. Let's see. Let's find something that'll tension this thing halfway decent. Yeah, that's how this one is, Brett. I believe it is definitely a Yale style, but appears to be unnamed in any way that I can find. I haven't found any markings of any kind on it. It doesn't have a key. None of that. But as I said, there we go. That should work. As I said, it did come to me from the good old other side of the pond. And for that reason, I will be attempting to down pick on it some and see if I can get it to open for you guys tonight. So let me see if I can get in here where you guys can maybe see a little bit of what I'm doing instead of having my big ass hand in the way the whole time. And well, maybe sideways. And yeah, I'll just be down picking on it and chit chatting with you guys for a minute and see if we can make any leadway on opening this little lock here. And hopefully I won't bend up this beautiful Moki that I've got here. Just want to show this off again really quick while my man Snake is in the chat. These are my beautiful Snake Picks Tuxedo Black covers for my Mokis, guys. They are fantastic. They feel great. They're silky smooth but grippy at the same time because of the way that they are made. Pretty sure he just 3D printed them, and I really love them, guys. So thank you again, Snake, for the awesome tuxedo blacks and the hardware to go on them. It's really nice not having my Mokis stuck together in a double end. It was workable, but I love having them separate anyway. So again, thank you very much for that. It has been a real pleasure having them back to just regular single-sided type. And I'm going to go ahead and switch up to something a little taller and see if I can pick through the warding on this, because these are flats, but I think I'll still have enough room. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And I don't know. I did just feel a pin, so yeah, it seems we can get to the pins through here. Now we just have to find one we can move. All right. making a little bit of a dent in this thing, maybe. Definitely hear some clicking. That's always a good sign. And maybe even a little forward rotation, so another good sign. Hey, Rusty Spoon, what's going on? Hashtag googly eyes. That's the Archibald Kenobi googly eyes, is what that is, Brett. Hashtag Archibald Kenobi lock Jedi. Our buddy Cheese Grits is making a beautiful challenge lock right now. I don't know if he showed you guys. I think he showed it in the dog pack earlier. Not only does he have that really beautiful glow-in-the-dark core that he's made, he painted it with his own paint. He's a painter. He hangs out with Stephen Leahy and all the art freak guys that love painting and stuff. And no, not the QAs you're looking for. That's why it's Bible down. Evil across the pond, dark side picking. That's why I've got my Vader Black snake pick from the dark side here. Nope, not staring at you, Brett. Not yet, anyway. Yeah. What I was trying to say is, Cheese Grits has the core. Damn it, I hate when that happens. I just picked myself right out of it. So, he has the core painted in a lightsaber green glow type thing, which looks really cool. Hey, Marissa. What's going on tonight, chick? Just trying to knock out vertical live stream, borrowing Papa Mix signal so we can actually not crash every 5 seconds. Yep, that's right. It does happen, Spoon. Sometimes I just fall out of there. But yeah, so to put the core in the body, he has now concocted a beautiful paint and already painted it. The body looks like outer space now, guys. Really beautiful hues of black and purple and blue with speckles of, I don't know if he used silver sparkle or gold sparkle or what, but it's got like a classic backsplash outer space backdrop to it. So Archibald Kenobi's New Hope is going to be the lightsaber green cord with a outer space body look. And I don't know what else Grits has got going on with that thing, but it's already beautiful, guys. I gotta say, really proud of what my guys got going on that thing. And Labs is gonna be getting that one first, and I hope he enjoys it because Grits has really put a lot of love into that lock. So looking forward to seeing that. He's also got something else cool going on that he mentioned recently, and he just told me today that they were go on it. Actually, I think he mentioned it to me last night. But the fine people at Packlock are working with our buddy Grits to donate him a body for a giveaway. The body is one of their beautiful brass SFIC bodies. Yeah. Stunning. And it's going to be made to fit an Everest. Yeah, an Everest core. So he is going to turn it into a challenge lock of some sort, I believe. And it is going to be something he gives away, I think. But I can't remember exactly the details of how he's going about it. I'm a bit surprised he didn't have 2 of them made to keep one for himself, because it's going to be beautiful. And I didn't even know that they had brass SFICs at Packlock, so I really need to shop around with them more, because they are the best damn padlocks and Packlock. Obviously, they're the best Packlock because they're the only ones making Packlock, but they are the best damn padlocks that we have on this side of the pond, guys. So if you're not a fan of Packlock yet, if you're not a fan of Packlock yet, you must have never encountered one, because they are fantastic. and the security on them is way better, and feedback also for a picker is better than most of those trashy Americans. Sorry, Master. And I do like the S1100, I will say, but outside of that, I'm not a big fan of most anything from Master. I do pick a bunch of them here, but that's just because they're easy to warm up on. And the Americans are not as easy. I will give them the respect of that. They are so wildly different that they're terrible to compare another picker with your own. But I imagine that's a good thing for security purposes. So maybe they're on to something there. At any rate, um, bigger fan of Paclock personally, and especially the way that the company conducts themselves. Not to mention, I've been lucky enough to have the Paclock Prez drop by my own channel here once. So shout out to Greg, president of Paclock. Mr. Wall, you're a great fellow. Hope you continue to run the business in the way and manner that you have been, because you guys rock. We love you all for the 200K and for what you're doing right now. I mean, big respect from me on that, guys. They're just donating that lock body for him for the contest, guys. And they were very cool about it. They actually told him they would send it to him blank without their logo on it. And much as I would have agreed with him about, he insisted, oh no, you guys should get the credit for that beautiful lock, which I agree. And he's having them leave the Paclock symbols and stuff on there, which I think was a very intelligent and sweet way to go with it, because it will be a Paclock collector's item of sorts whenever he gets the whole thing together. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I'd like one of them myself. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, exactly, Brett Sucks. I haven't even thought about that, but not only the one that we're currently talking about, but the Archibald Kenobi's New Hope as well. They're going to need to use at least the rubber that's on my Harbor Freight vise here at minimum, and probably something even a little gentler when vicing said locks, because both of them will be painted. And the one that we're currently talking about that Grits is having made, I forgot to mention, he's having Stephen Leahy do a painting on the lock body. So while it will be a really awesome brass body with an Everest core and the Paclock symbol on it, he's going to have Mr. Leahy do a one of painting on this thing, which I think is a really cool idea. And Grits is going to end up not even want to give that thing away by the time it's said and done, because he's a big fan and collector of that guy's art. So he's going to cry when he has to send it out to somebody. I guarantee it. But it is going to be beautiful, I'm sure. This is the same guy that he was bragging on for painting the skyline of Tokyo on a razor blade, which I have not seen, but I have seen his Chevelle painting in oil, which is beautiful. And many of you hopefully have seen the one that he sent to Swamp Picker. Swamp won a picture that he painted, or I'm sorry, drew, I believe, of a lock, because Mr. Leahy, Stephen Leahy, is Grits got him hooked on lock sport, guys. So he's one of us now, and he belongs to us now. So yeah, we try to support him and his little, well, not little, he's pretty successful, but we try to support him and his art, and he is learning his way around picking and the finer points of it. Hopefully Grits is showing him some good tricks and tips along the way. So have all that to look forward to, guys. As I said, I personally have been trying to get my mail here all wrapped up and finished. So again, I will stress, damn it, and I need a different turner. I will stress again, if you have anything you're planning on sending to Mountain Mick anytime soon, please, for the moment, if it is not already in the mail, and I mean literally already sent out, please hold it for now. I'm going to be switching all my mail over to Florida very soon. So anything that's not currently already on the way would best to be held and mailed after my move. So that way I don't have to have Papa Mick checking the mailbox and mailing me stuff. And I am going to forward my mail from the post office here to there. So hopefully I don't have any issues with that anyway. There are a few things that I'm still expecting in the mail here from official places. So I will have to forward my mail anyway. But at any rate, what I'm trying to say, as I've already said, is if you are planning on sending anything my way, please, for the moment, just give me another week or so, maybe 2 at most, to get everything sorted out. And I will have a Florida address for the mail to continue going to. And then you'll be able to pick up business as usual when that's all said and done with, guys. So thank you for that. Just wanted to mention it again tonight. Also, I do still have my Mick or Treat Halloween giveaway going on. If you have not entered with your costumed hand or costume on, picking any lock of your choice, which you may also rake, bypass, or shim. I don't care how you open the lock for this one, guys. Just open a lock, but have a costume of some sort. Any hand costume. If you've seen the other entries, you'll see we're just in this for fun, guys. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It's just for a good time. So that's actually where Archibald Kenobi was born. Yeah, Chuck Soup, you really went above and beyond, my guy. You didn't have to go all out with those pretty nails that you had on, but yeah, you could have raked, Chuck. You didn't know that? Oh wow, Chuck. Yeah, the rules clearly were dictated that you didn't have to pick the lock. You could have raked, you could have shimmed, and you could have bypassed, my guy. And here you were, single pin picking with nails on. It was a beautiful thing to watch, though. And I will say that it gave me an idea, guys. If you have not seen Chuck Soup's video, Chuck Soup's got some beautiful acrylic nails on. And he does single pin pick a lock with said nails on. And I gotta tell you, I've never worn acrylic nails. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chuck. I didn't know you didn't know. Yeah, you can slap it open McNally style if you feel the urge, Rusty. You can even dress up or pretend to be McNally if that's what you enjoy doing. You can throw a tactical square at the damn thing. I don't care. But yeah. Sorry, Chuck. I know that you're upset. You're usually a raking pro. You very much could have pulled your favorite city rake out and done your favorite 410 lotto all over again, and I would have accepted it just fine. Tactical trowel. That's right, Rusty Spoon. We've got an entire tool shed of tactical gear. I have yet to see anybody use the tactical pop line, but it is chalky, and it can be used as a bolo. So give that a shot sometime, guys. The pop line is not to be effed with. 3-inch cat claw coffin acrylic nails. Yes, they were beautiful, Chuck. You really pulled them off, too, I gotta say. I don't know if you've had experience doing that before, but they were pretty hot, my guy. Gotta tell you. They were definitely your color and everything, weren't they? At any rate, Chuck has given me an idea, guys, and in a future contest, I may have everybody pick with super long acrylic nails on, just so everybody can live through Chuck's pain. Only when I do that, Chuck, I will make sure to give you a rake pass, and everybody else will have to single pin pick so they can feel your pain. That's how we'll make sure to do it. The nails have to be the picks. I like it, Rusty. I like it. Good idea, Spoon. I could definitely give that a. We can give that one a shot. But yeah, guys, still not sure if I'm gonna be awarding the winner slashers or murder rakes, or if they just want something else that's within the same uh, price range. The idea is to keep it a Halloween style pick. Sparrows has the slashers, the terrors, the murder. I don't know what everybody's got already in their kit at home. If you've already got all of those, we'll figure something else out. I'll get you a 44 Delta gift card for the same amount of money or something. I don't know. I'm a flexible guy with prizes, not in real life. In real life, I'm a mechanic with a bad back and a knee that's blown, so not as flexible as I used to be. But anyway, you don't got any of them, Chuck Soup? Well, you're gonna have to. We're gonna fix you up anyway, Chuck Soup. We still got to get you squared away for being number one here. You're always participating. You've been here since A1 day one, my very first subscriber. We're gonna make a nice appreciation pack for you, Chuck. Don't you worry. And I also appreciate those graphics you sent over to me recently, Chuck. I haven't used them on anything yet, but that's because of all this crappy signal and stuff I got. I probably will use that sometime in the near future. I very much enjoy the ones you sent me, so thank you. No, you're going to adhere the picks to the nail. I like that, Spoon. Just take some acrylic nails and attach a pick to the nail. You'd be surprised. I know a couple of guys with no finger who have similar ideas about making a prosthetic finger with a pick in the finger. I don't want to talk too much about my guy's design, but I'm just saying it's out there. Could be Mick Pick Hands for Halloween. Yeah, that, you could go Mick Pick Hands, GQ man. I like the sound of that. This makes a big movie there, Chuck. I'm sorry, GQ man. So yeah, that would be a real game winner, I think. Oh no, Rusty Spoon, you don't have to have an address to participate. In fact, you can set up a Cash App or something and leave it totally BS name, and I'll just send you the money for whatever the prize winning is. If you want to remain super anonymous, because I know you're still working covert ops for I can't say who, but I don't mind helping you keep your anonymity, Rusty. You know, I would never blow your cover. But you're always welcome, Spoon, to participate in any of the Mountain Mick contests. And as I said, if you do win, we will find some Black Ops under the table way of getting you your winnings. Whether I have to send it to you by mail or by pigeon or by Cash App or Zelle, or whether I have to drop it by a rainy phone booth at 3 in the morning and send you a quick Discord message about when and where the drop was made, and you can send a package handler to make sure you're not there personally. Whatever works for you. I will not blow your cover, homie. Yeah, you're a lock ninja. We can't have you blowing your cover out there. I totally get it. I only use my face because this is a mask. Mountain Mick's nowhere near this good looking in real life. This is all a filter. I purposely make sure I have no teeth in certain spots just to keep all of the groupies away. Miss Mick would not appreciate if I were to have a large female fan base. So gotta leave them not wanting something. Yeah, smoke signals, Chuck Soup. Exactly. There's always a way. Always a way. Don't believe I'm going to make it into this lock anytime soon, guys. I think I spent multiple hours on the last one. I am going to have to get out of here before too much longer. But I appreciate the ability to have decent signal and enjoy hanging out with you guys. So thanks to Papa Mick for that. He sacrificed his TV signal so that we could all be together. And he usually has to suffer through listening to the show anyway, so I guess he doesn't mind too much. But he's not exactly a lock sporter, just a lock supporter. But yep, still have the contest going on. Don't forget to mention your favorite candy if you do the Mountain Mick or Treat giveaway. I would prefer that you had the candy with you in the video, but because times are hard and tariffs are high, I suppose under the circumstances, if you don't have any candy on you, or even a caramel apple or a piece of pumpkin pie to claim as your favorite, I will let you slide. I try to be as inclusive as possible, so I will not burn you for that. I actually had my friend, I don't know if you guys saw my friend Aaron's video, but he picked a Medeco M3 in hand, guys, so it doesn't have to be a super hard lock, but I'm just saying somebody did do a super hard lock, so luckily you are not being judged based on difficulty because he spanked that thing, guys. What's up, Rock Out? Just doing a little recreational down picking down for the crown here. Borrowing Papa Mick's hotspot signal, so I have enough signal to not drop every 20 seconds. Consequently, I will be doing a shorter stream tonight. I'm not going to hang around too much longer. But thank you for coming in to support me, brother. Big congrats to Rock Out too, guys. If you haven't heard already, our brother Rock Out with your lockout still has his 1K going on right now. You still have time to get into it. Well, Mountain Mick prophesized that he would break 5K before his 1K contest was through. Now, I'm pretty sure his 1K contest is still running until the 31st. And he broke 5K earlier this week, so I guess not sad about being wrong about this one, but congrats to you, brother. Big love to my boy Rock Out. He's going super mega viral overnight on us now, and hopefully he won't get too big to still drop by and hang with us. But we do love you, brother. You work hard for it. You deserve it, and I'm happy to see it. I don't know what kind of losers out there don't support their friends when their friends are doing big, beautiful, awesome things, but I'm not one of them. I'm really stoked for you, my man. So you and your brother GSL, keep doing awesome stuff. You guys rock. And you've both been awesome since I've met you. So I'm sure you were awesome before that, but I can only vouch for the time I've known you. So continue to rock out, my brother. Do your thing. Absolutely. A pick and a turn on thimbles. That is cool, Chuck. I like that idea. I'm usually behind any gadgety, gimmicky idea, guys. That's why I'm a big fan of Sparrows. It's not a gimmick if it works. And for all the Mall Ninja quote-unquote stuff that I've got out here, I grew up watching Ninja Turtles, guys. Raph is right here. So when you say things to me like, that's Mall Ninja stuff, Mick, it just makes me say, really? Ninja? Did somebody say ninja? So that's not really a good argument for telling me not to buy something. I like ninja stuff. I've got fake samurai swords in my house right now. That's right. 3 of them. I'm even nerdy enough to tell you that they're not all swords. One is a wakizashi. One is a tanto. And only one is a katana, the big one. And if you were a big ninja nerd like me, you'd know that already. Also, when you display your ninja swords, the blades should all face heaven so that they do not bend. That's why you see those cool cases that they are all displayed from in dojos and stuff, because that's actually the right way to put a sword somewhere. You're not supposed to just lean it up in the corner somewhere, it turns out. You tested Newhouse's pen pick all evening and made a short, solid set. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out later, Rockout. I'm a big fan of yours, and I'm a big fan of Newhouse as well. I've been looking forward to seeing those pen picks in action. I continue to wonder where my tester set is at. Newhouse. Just kidding. Me and Newhouse don't have anything like that worked out, guys. He has claimed that he has some bypass tool he wants me to test out. And I've told him that I'd be more than happy to whenever that comes to fruition. And if you guys don't know Newhouse or Marissa, you need to get to know them. They're good people, friends of mine. I believe Marissa's still maybe in the chat right now. She dropped by a little bit ago anyway. And they're just great folks. Newhouse works with Southern Specialties and has some of his own stuff on his website. And I really like his Red Panda stuff. I think I'll get a new beanie and or hoodie for me and Miss Mick whenever I get the ability to, because he's just got some cool swag over there. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm going to try one other turner in this thing, guys, and I'm probably going to wrap this thing up for the night here in a second, so we can have TV back here at the house. As I said, my signal was so trashy, Papa Mick felt bad for me and donated the use of his hotspot for us to stream tonight. So that is how I am coming to you live at the moment without crashing every 20 seconds. And it's a lot more refreshing than what I was dealing with, I gotta tell you. But I don't want to spend the entire 5 hours I usually spend on here running his phone bill to death. So I will probably get out of here before too much longer. I was really just hoping to open this lock first, if possible. I don't know what, because I don't gut anything I haven't picked yet. Just practice for me. I've had lots of people tell me, oh, but Mick, you should prog pin and this and that. Well, I do, okay? I prog pin locks sometimes. Just not this one. I'm just picky about them, guys. It depends on which lock it is. And when it comes to challenge locks and Euros, I don't open them up until after I've picked them. Now, if it's some crazy purple belt or above lock, all bets are off at that point. You never know what I might actually do to try and get into something like that. I won't say anything is ever a hard, fast rule, because there are lots of benefits to progressively pinning a lock. As many of us already know, I've done it before. I'm a big supporter of gutting locks and using that knowledge towards your picking. So I have nothing wrong with prog pinning, especially if it's a really hard lock that you can't pick or haven't picked before. And then there are other circumstances and scenarios. For example, Grits has that Australian bilock that can be pinned in its full form. It is a double black belt, and it can be pinned way down to like a blue and a purple and everything in between, depending on what you have in it or out of it at the time. So naturally, the only way to remove those things and go progressively forward from, say, purple up to double black belt with the one lock would be to take it apart and to already have seen what's inside it while picking it. And with a lock that hard, it's probably not going to help you that much knowing what's in it. Just like looking at keys, guys, there's only so much of the map that's going to help you. You're still going to have to stumble your ass down the path, whether you know the way or not. So, think you're going to go pick the Ruco again? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're inspired to do that, Rock Out. Rucos can be really hard to find these days. Yeah, tell Brett and me what kind of Ruco we're talking about. Brett's got a nice, what was it you were showing us earlier, Brett Sucks, that we were all asking about? It was a Asa, I believe, an oval-shaped Asa. At any rate, yeah. I was still kind of curious. I'm looking for a round. There it is. I'm going to try and use this Sparrow's pointy round hook here. I believe it's about a medium, but should have a little bit better time getting down between the warding. I had another conversation with Elroy's earlier today about picking between warding on paracentric locks instead of trying to sneak skinnier picks in there all the time. So while this is a 25 thick pick, it should have the shape and height to still make its way down in there into where it needs to be on the pins, which may even make finding the pins a little easier in some cases. So just trying to test that theory a little bit. Do a little bit of down picking with a round, which is something I don't have a whole lot of experience with, but I like to try new things because every once in a while I find out either I'm already better at them than I expected when I first try them out, or I like them, just need to get better at them. And I'm hoping that this will be one of those situations where I find a new technique that I do enjoy, but just need to throw a little more practice at. I definitely am hitting the pins and making a difference to them here, so glad to see that the Sparrow's 25 is having a decent time coming down at this lock. I think if it was any shorter, it would have no chance whatsoever. But because it's a pretty tall and it's a round one, guys, that's part of the deal too. You can't use a flat or a jam when you're trying this. It has to be a pointy one. So if you're not using a round or a pointy, and it's not a medium to deep, you're not going to make it through the warding the way I'm talking about. What's up, Labs? What's up, Sushi? How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for coming by. Just doing a little recreational down picking here, trying to use a Sparrow's round medium to pick through the warding, which I've never tried doing, and pick a 5-pin Yale style Euro that is not a Yale, it's unnamed, down picking, which I've been doing a bit of lately, but I have not tried this picking through the warding method before. So just giving it a little try, teasing a little while I tell everybody how it's supposed to work, and hoping that maybe I can get this thing open before I finish for the night. I'm not going to have a super long live tonight. As I mentioned to most everybody who's already been here, I'm borrowing. It's okay, Zero. Hey, I appreciate it, Sushi. Zero's riled up about something. Get him, boy. You tell him, boy. You tell him, boy. Yes, thank you, Sushi, for stopping in. I know that you're always working and busy and in and out, but I do appreciate you coming through to show some love, my brother. Just trying to do a little live stream. I was sick all weekend and didn't get any material made. Didn't really do anything on here for a few days. I even sacrificed my 160 plus day streak at Reddit, guys. I did not touch my phone all day because I felt so bad. And as a result, I had Skip and a handful of other people asking if I was still alive, because when Mountain Mick doesn't do a live for a few days, doesn't log into the dog pack for a few days, and doesn't go on Facebook for a few days or drop any new videos, people begin to wonder what the hell happened to Mountain Mick, which makes me happy. I'm glad that there are people who care and that the community is ever presently aware of my goings on. So thank you to everyone who was concerned. I just had a little stomach thing going on, and I'm good now, as you can see. And as I said to anyone who missed it earlier, my plans to go to Florida are finally getting on the right track. I had a few setbacks, a few things that I thought were going to happen that didn't happen. But I did talk to my mom today and get most of the details worked out. And while I will probably not be there for Halloween like I was aiming for, I definitely will be there by my birthday, which is 2 weeks from today. And I'm looking forward to that because, as I've told many of you before since you met me, I have not seen my wife since I came to North Carolina to try and get things going up on this side for us to move here. But because of the way life is working out right now, it seems that I am needed more in Florida because of my mom and a few other situations there. So I will be going back 800 miles south to the land of West Palm Beach, of sun and fun and endless summer, and just in time to not freeze to death in North Carolina for a few months. Not that I mind that part too much. Winter doesn't bother me. I was born here, but it will be nice to see all the people I haven't seen in a year, and hopefully to get back into a nice warm garage to work over the winter and stack some money, buy some new gear, send out some cool stuff to some of you guys, and to move forward with life, because that's what we all are trying to do, especially by the time you're pushing 40 like Mick. I will be 39 this year, not quite 40, but I'm getting close. So me and the wife are trying to have some babies and get a nicer place to live for the two of us, and get some more cars and motorcycles and all the good things in life that we enjoy. So I'm looking forward to getting back to work on all of that. And I will still, of course, have time to come pick around and hang out with you guys, because it's very much become a part of my life that I enjoy, and I have no intentions of stopping as far as how much I enjoy doing all this with you guys. And I will continue to be here, hanging with you guys, picking around, and trying to put out a halfway decent broadcast on here from time to time. So, yeah, looking forward to continuing all of that. Let me try one more Turner, and then I'm going to wrap this thing up, guys. I'm pushing the 2 hour mark, and I was going to stop at an hour, but people started showing up, and I started picking the Euro, and here we are. So I'm going to hang for just a little longer and try and get this little Euro here to open. It probably won't, but hey, that's what I thought the other several times I got one open too, so we're going to continue to give it the business a little bit longer, and maybe, just maybe, I'll sneak my way into it before we get out of here tonight. But again, thank you especially to everybody who suffered through the earlier portion of my show. It was definitely no fantastic situation with all the Wi-Fi not existing and my signal dropping left and right. So being able to do this a little more steadily without interruptions of my camera cutting off on me every 2 minutes or less has been really nice. And actually getting to do some picking and hanging out with you guys, which is all I was really trying to accomplish here. Anyway, let's be honest. If I had anything super awesome, I would have either done it already or I would have presented it in a short form video or something. And now I am pretty much just here to pick around some, have a good time with it, and see if we can't get this thing open. I'm taking a different approach at it now. And as I said, don't know how it's going to end up. But thanks to everybody who suffered through the beginning of this horrible broadcast. And for everybody who's here now, thank you for coming. Please remember to like while you're here. I think everybody's pretty much done that. I've got more likes than I have people here right now. So thanks everybody for showing me some love. If anybody missed it, it's no big deal. Drop it in there if you get the chance. I will manage. If not, I won't lose sleep over it. But I do appreciate everybody who does help support me. So thank you to those who did and those who continue to do so. And if anybody else is going live later tonight, let me know. Or if anybody has a sub count that they feel needs a little bit of a bump, feel free to let us know. I will have no problem dropping a little love for you here on the channel, a little link for everybody to follow over. So maybe we can get you a couple more subs from my small group of friends that are here today. And yeah, guys, anyway, like I said, thank you all for coming to watch me mess around for a little bit. I should have one new short on that little TSA lock coming out tonight. I might make a few more later tonight. I don't have to have super good signal to do that. And I made a couple of shorts recently with the Escort that are a little more impressive. I did pick the Pack Lock and the Abus 7240 with the Escort in a couple shorts recently. So if you haven't seen those, go check them out when you get a chance, please. Appreciate the love. I finally think that I've got the 7240 that I currently own worked into a comfort lock, which is cool because I never thought I would say that I have a green belt level lock that's a comfort lock, but here we are. And if I'm not mistaken, because it's in the latest part of October here, this is about the 4-month anniversary of my channel here, guys. So thanks for hanging with me for the last 3 or 4 months of coming to my lives and watching me make videos and try to earn belts and patches and run the numbers up and have a good time with all of you. I've really enjoyed it. As I said, when I get to Florida, I won't have quite as much time as I have right now because I've got a lot of things that I need to take care of, but rest assured, Mountain Mick will not disappear on you guys. I'm not going anywhere. This is my favorite pastime, enjoyably, besides just, other than just spending time with my wife, there's not much else that I do for fun outside of this these days. And it's a lot healthier than a lot of the pastimes I've had in the past. So pretty much everybody supports me doing it because they know it's good for me by that standard. So anyway, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get into this one tonight, guys. I will continue to work on it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up for the night. So to everyone who is here, thank you for coming. That's all Mountain Mix really got for you tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you coming through to share a little bit of picking time with Mountain Mick, Sushi, and Labs, and Rock Out. Appreciate you guys dropping by. To GQ Man and Brett, everybody who's been supporting me from the very beginning of this very hard to stick with stream. Thank all of you for sticking with me through the multiple early crashes on here. You still haven't got that red 1100 open yet? I'm sorry to hear that, GQ Man. Well, tonight, while I'm watching some TV, I'm going to be trying to pick this little Zarker right here. I haven't picked it yet. I was going to try it on the show some tonight, but because of the signals and all of that, and just the way everything went, I decided to go with the picking on the Vice instead and save this little guy for tonight. If I do get it worked out, I will have pictures, and if I learn the secret to it to where I can reliably keep opening it, I will show you again very soon what turned out to be the key to that. Oh, Swamp, I didn't see you sneak in, sir. Thank you for coming. Also, Dots, I see you came as well. Thank you, Dots, for dropping by. Sorry, guys, my chat was in and out a lot tonight, too. So, sorry for anybody that I may have missed. If I did, I try to always be on top of my chats and say hello to everybody. Zero's always trying to go outside. Brett sucks, and he's definitely a peppy little fellow for a 12-year-old Dachshund Chihuahua mix, guys. So, yes, to everybody who's still hanging out here, thank you for coming tonight. And thank you, Rock Out. I will definitely have Godspeed and God with me on this adventure. It appears I will be taking a train, so it should be pretty direct. I can't fly back. I flew up here, but now I've got too many tools and locks to fly back. So I will be taking a train back so I can take all my goodies with me. And that makes me happy because buses suck. I took a Greyhound up here one time, and it took like 29 hours to get here. Mind you, this is an 800-mile trip, so I can drive it in about 10 without really pushing it. So yeah, 26 hours is miserably long for that. But they stop all the time, like all buses, and it's just miserable and disgusting. So hopefully the train will be a lot nicer experience. I didn't see you leave earlier, but Spoon, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you coming always. Lock Ninja, Rusty Spoon. And yeah, to Swamp and Dots and Sushi and all the guys who were here at the end, Labs. And yeah, gut it for Grits. I hear that, Labs. Whenever Grits sticks around long enough for a gutting, we'll all be shocked. He claimed he was at work. I just bust his ass for that one, but that's my buddy. He'll be alright. To Bill Johnson, also, thank you for coming. You're still my Bill, regardless of whether you're the Bill. You're the Bill that comes to Mountain Mix Show, and that's damn good enough for me, sir. Chuck Soup, you're always here, my #1 supporter. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your awesome Fox graphics and things of that nature. Hopefully when I get everything wired up and back to running well, I can get you back on here to do a little tandem picking with me, Chuck. So that's going to be about it tonight, guys. Thank you for coming to Mountain Mix Show. Thank you for bearing with me through all the crappy earliness. And hopefully the next time I return, things will be better one way or another. I'll try to put out some short form content in the meantime, just because I like doing it, and maybe that'll give you a little something to see in the meantime. If you are looking to chit chat with Mountain Mick, you can always find me in the dog pack, or you can shoot me a message on Discord or Reddit or Facebook, or you can just leave a comment on one of my YouTube videos. Whatever works, man. you know I'm always attentive to that stuff. I love you guys. So Mountain Mick's about to hit the red button and get the hell out of here for tonight. Thank you guys for coming. Mountain Mick loves you all. And I will see you on my show next time. Godspeed to all of you. And happy picking. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks, everybody.